Hey Aries, welcome back. I'm here with your weekly reading for June 15th through the 22nd. Just a reminder, this is general, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't, because that's for someone else. If you'd like to be notified of your future readings, hopefully the full moons will get out this weekend, since we are technically in the full moon phase, but it doesn't max out until Monday, at least where I am. So like and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to be notified of those readings and your weeklies that come out, of course. Already pulled your general, or your oracle. We'll do your general, love, looking at your energy and their energy, and then pull some advice. So let's get into it. We have the Five of Cups starting you off. Love, listen to your heart, embrace what makes you happy. There are 1,000,000 reasons to love. There's another sign that got this. I think it was Cancer or Leo. Sandpiper spirit, be playful. And then a fiery climax approaches with the full moon in Aries. So actually something might be nearing an end during this full moon, maybe, just with it being Aries and the full moon happening right now-ish. And I feel like you're a little sad about it. You know, you're saying your goodbyes. I feel like you're dealing with it. Like I said, in this picture, it's like she's saying goodbye to this fish, and, you know, she's letting it go in the ocean. So she's taking a moment to, like, say your goodbyes. And I feel like that might be what you're doing. Could be around love. Could be a relationship that just, you know, it's like there's love there, but it's not really making you happy, maybe. Or it could be about job, you know, your job or your work. So for the week ahead, just kind of work on being playful, kind of taking things easy. You know, not really a planning week, because, you know, you do have something ending, something you're still saying goodbye to. Either it's already kind of happened and you're still dealing with the sadness or the grief of it, or, you know, it might be happening this week. So let's get into your general. Maybe we'll get some more information, get some more details. All right, so Aries. Aries, Aries, Aries. What message or guidance do you have for Aries? That message, sorry, I was on the other one. I was in my own head, I guess. I don't know. What's going on for the week ahead for Aries? What is Aries' focus, obstacle, advice, and most likely outcome for the week ahead, June 15th through the 22nd? See the Death card, but the positive side of the Death card. We'll see if it comes out. Aries, June 15th through the 22nd. Aries, June 15th through the 22nd. Please and thank you. All right, so the Hierophant is your overall energy. Four of Swords, obstacle. Queen of Pentacles as your advice, and the Three of Hearts as your most likely outcome. The Three of Hearts, the Three of Swords. I always call that the Three of Hearts. I don't know why. But then we have the Six of Pentacles as your overall energy. So overall, you just want things to be balanced, okay? You just want an equal give and take, you know, not like where it's like someone's kind of the puppet master and controlling everything. You just want balance, okay? You kind of want your you want your eggs in a row type of thing, you know, just balance. That's all you want. Someone else got a reading similar to this. Not, they did have the Queen of Pentacles show up too, but you know, that's overall, that's your focus. That's what you want. You just want balance. You just want equal give and take. You know, your focus is just finding faith again. Having faith could be learning more about a situation, maybe with the Hierophant here. Also could be a Taurus you're dealing with. Oh, you had two come out. The Hierophant again, and the Knight of Swords. So, you had the Hierophant twice as your focus, so definitely focused on, maybe even focused on your faith. Could be your marriage. This is sometimes the marriage card, but this is a general reading, so, I mean, for some of you it might be your marriage, but, you know, just focused on, I really feel like, just kind of having faith again. Also learning, because this card, it talks about learning, but you also have the Knight of Swords in the reverse, so it's almost, for some of you, I feel like you want to have faith again. You want to move forward. You want to, also you want to know what there is to know about the situation, but you know, you want to get past this fogginess. It's like there's still a lot you don't know, you don't see, and it's like you can't take any action until you know this. So you might just be looking for information this week. Your obstacle, though, is the Four of Swords. You're feeling pretty defeated. Like you lost the war or the battle, you know. This one is the, you know, quite the stormy side of the Four of Swords. And, you know, there's fire in the background, destruction in the background. You know, there's definitely been a battle, and it doesn't look like he was victorious. It kind of looks like his kingdom is on fire, you know. So you might be feeling defeated, like you lost, you know. Oh my goodness gracious. Let's give you another shuffle, see if we can get you guys back right. You know, you also could be resting and recuperating and recovering, you know. Like I said, you, in your overall, well, in your Oracle's cards, the first card that came out that was the Five of Cups. So I feel like you are saying goodbye to a chapter of your life, maybe. Because you might not have had a chance because it might be on fire. Four of Cups, but you're not very happy about this. It's almost like this happened for a reason, because there's a better offer or option, you know, being handed to you, like being given to you, but you're like, you were kind of stubborn about it, so like you're not really wanting to take it. Yeah, it's like you're too kind of, I mean, there's nothing really left here, okay? Because, I mean, literally the kingdom's on fire. You know, it's like you were reluctant to take this offer. And I feel like that's what happened. It's like you were, you know, in the upright, you were being stubborn and not wanting to take what was being offered. So it's like, you know, life, the universe, God, whatever you believe in that's bigger than you, kind of stepped in and was like, well, you know, if you don't want to take this, what I'm offering, I'll just kind of force you to take it because you're being stubborn and this is going to make you happy. That's pretty much what happened. I feel like I'm laughing because I've been there, and it's like, I've been there. So your advice here is to concentrate on your kingdom, the Queen of Pentacles. But, you know, it's not this side where, you know, she's kind of open to being helpful. It's this side where it's like she's, again, been through a lot. You know, the back of her throne is worn and weathered. And it's like she wasn't able to focus on her kingdom because she was helping everyone else. And, you know, now she's having to turn her back on everyone else so she can focus on her stuff, her kingdom, her house. And so I feel like that's what the advice is. It's like, no more time, you know, it's not time to be helping others. You need to get back to your kingdom, because obviously, you know, it's kind of been burned. And you're going to have to start, you may even be starting something new here, or just kind of repairing what is left in the destruction of this. And I know the words I'm using are kind of dramatic, but that's what I'm seeing in the cards. So, and this is just a week, so it might not be as dramatic as this is coming across. All right, it might have just been something really small, so don't think it's all doom and gloom here. Knight of Cups here, yeah. So, like, don't make any love offers. It might even be that you need to kind of repair your emotions, your happiness. You know, you need to repair you. It wouldn't surprise me with this being your outcome is the Three of Swords. So it's like there's no time, now is not the time to make any love offers or go searching for love or anything like that. You know, you kind of gotta worry about yourself, focus on yourself, which I feel like is kind of going back to the Six of Pentacles overall. You know, could be money related, okay? It could be money related with the Queen of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles being here. But, you know, getting your balance back, getting your money back in order possibly, because there was some kind of heartbreak that you're still dealing with. There's still some sadness there. A lot. Okay, so let's pull a clarifier. Why is the Three of Swords here for my Aries? Oh, that one, huh? Two of Pentacles. In the reverse. I feel like what really happens is like you drop this heartbreak, you drop this sadness. Yeah, it's still there, but you're not going to let it weigh on you as heavily as it is, because all it's doing is making it really hard for you to juggle everything. So it's like, well, I'm just going to kind of work on what I can control, what I can handle, what I can juggle, because focusing on this just keeps me all out of whack. It's time, like I said, I feel like you're going to be coming out of this energy. Okay, this is your obstacle, so I feel like you've been in it. And so now you're kind of coming out of it and like, okay, well, it's kind of time to get my finances, my kingdom back in order, stop juggling the things I can't control. I can't control my emotions about it right now, so let's not worry about those too much. And, you know, there's still a lot of heartbreak and betrayal there. So, Aries. I feel like it's the turning point though, all right? So let's get into the love reading, see what's happening there. Aries, January 15th to the 22nd. What is Aries' overall energy and love? What is Aries' overall energy and love for June 15th through the 22nd? Aries. Aries, Aries, Aries. Ace of Pentacles. Lots of pentacles coming up in your reading. So it could just be that you're like, I'm focused on my money. I'm focused on my material world, my house. You know, I'm focused on starting new by myself. The person you're dealing with is Seven of Wands in the reverse. I feel like they're kind of putting their guard down when it comes to you. It could be that they're just not, you know, really fighting for the situation either. You know, they might not be fighting for this relationship anymore. They're just kind of like, you know what, I'm done. Or they're just taking their guard down. Maybe their guard has been up. All right. 2 more shuffles. All right, Aries. Love for June 15th through the 22nd. Please and thank you. The calendar's over there. That's what I keep staring at. I don't know why. All right, so the Tower in the reverse. 2 of Swords, 10 of Cups. 6 of Swords on their side, 4 of Swords in the reverse, and Temperance. They could be a Sagittarius. You, I feel like here it's like you're having a hard time deciding on something, making a choice. I kind of feel like here you're like, do I let the tower fall, or you know, do I try to work on this, you know, tower that's crumbling? Do I try and fix this? Do I try and, you know, save this? Or do I go after something that's going to make me happy, that's going to be my happily ever after? Like I said, I feel like there was something earlier that made me think, you know, oh, your love card that came out, it was like, yeah, there's love there, but not necessarily happiness. And so I feel like you're struggling right now with deciding, you know, making this decision. Do I try and save where I'm at, the relationship I'm in now? Or do I try to look for something that's going to, you know, fulfill me emotionally, you know? I feel like they're moving on with the 6 of Swords here. They're kind of, you know, they're just moving on. 4 of Swords in the reverse on their side. So it's like they're coming out of being down. They're coming out of kind of like you were, because it was an obstacle for you. It was like they've been down. They've been sad. They've been depressed about how this situation has ended, I feel like. But, you know, I feel like they're choosing to move on. You know, they're coming out of this and they're like, I'm going to move on, and I'm going to find my balance, find peace, find harmony in my life right now, because I do not have that. The Unknown card in the reverse, which doesn't matter. The Unknown card's the same either way. The World. 3 of Swords in the reverse for you. Knight of Wands on the reverse. The Lovers. 3 of Wands. So for you, I do feel, you know, the Unknown card is like, don't really know which one you're going to choose at the moment, but I do feel like what you do choose is going to, you know, it's going to be to start something new, to look for something new and get over this heartbreak, to get over this betrayal. They are not making any action towards you. They may not be taking any action in love in general, but they do have the Lovers card, so this is a soulmate for you. They may be a Gemini as well. You know, Gemini, Sagittarius showing up in their on their side. Lots of Wands, so lots of fire energy on their side as well. So strong Sagittarius. But you know, you got some. They could be a Gemini. There's air here too. So, but doesn't have to. I'm just telling you what's on the card. So I feel like they do feel like you were a soulmate. I don't feel like there's a lot of hate or anything here. Like I said, I still feel like there was love there. There just wasn't happiness anymore. I've been there too. You know, it's like you love this person. They love you. But at the same time, you know, there's no happiness for you guys here anymore. You know, so I feel like they kind of start looking ahead, planning ahead, seeing what options they have moving forward. I feel like they are looking forward, and, you know, I feel like you are getting over the heartbreak. I keep saying betrayal, but I don't know if not sure that there was really any betrayal here, just a real, a real deep sadness that, this is kind of how things have turned out. Because it's hard when you love someone, but you're not happy, and I feel like that's pretty mutual between the two of you here. But they're not really willing to fight for it or defend it or, anything like that. And I feel like you want something new. With the world here too, you want to be fulfilled emotionally. You want, you kind of want the fairy tale ending here. All right, let's pull some advice cards. Aries, it's a rough reading. I think I understand it a little too well, though. Alrighty. Aries, what advice do you have for my Aries for June 15th through the 22nd? What advice do you have for my Aries June 15th through the 22nd? What advice do you have for my Aries? Advice. Oh, that's the only one that flipped over. Two of Swords coming out again. Four of Wands in the upright. There's a decision to be made here. You know that. There's a decision to be made. Two of Swords. Queen of Swords. Knight of Swords in the reverse. Lots of swords here. Two of Pentacles coming out and Ten of Cups. You need to make a decision, okay? A logical decision. Queen of Swords here. Think logically about this. Just make a logical decision. I feel like with this Four of Wands card here, it's kind of like be playful, be light, be a little lighthearted. There may be, this is also the reunion card, so there may be a time for a reunion. It's not now though, with this person. However, I feel like you should just go after what makes you happy. Kind of, I see this card and I'm like skipping, galloping, dancing. I see that type of thing. So it's very kind of lighthearted energy there. So, because, maybe make a choice to, oh my goodness gracious, make a choice to kind of just be lighthearted right now. Also just kind of go with how things are going. There is happiness here though, but don't take any action. All right, don't take any action if it's not thought out, okay? Don't take any action that you haven't really thought about, all right? Make sure that you're sure, you've thought about it logically, you analyzed it, not to death, okay? Don't do that. But, don't go in blind to something, all right? Work on your finances, work on your balance, work on getting things back, to where you can balance, your responsibilities, your work, and all of that, your emotions, and have fun at the same time, and, keep, this is what you want, the Ten of Cups, okay? This isn't the first time it came up, choose your happiness, okay? And even if it doesn't feel like by letting this go that you're going to be happy right now, this is what you want in the long term. This is your end game, okay? So keep that in mind, all right? So keep that in mind when you're going through this week and it's like, I deserve more. I deserve to be fulfilled emotionally. I deserve happiness. I deserve a connection with someone, all right? Because I feel like that's what this is, all of this is happening to get you to this happily ever after, all right? Is it going to come in this week? Probably not. There's a lot of stuff you're working through. But you know, that's what all of this is doing, I feel like, to kind of put you on the path or on the road that's going to lead you. You know, this is where you're going to end up, is this Ten of Cups here, which I feel like is what you want in the end anyways. All right, Aries, I hope you found some messages here that will help you through your week, and I will see you next time.